For the meantime, though, just constant fighting going on. Ogrins slugging away. Chaos Space Marines taking a lot of damage. It looks like Banana Phone's Ogrins are still quite healthy and doing a lot of damage. Moving on in, but you can see that he's just getting a little bit too close to the base right now, getting some heavy bolter fire. Gonna have to retreat on out of there with his Ogrins right now. So that's looking pretty crazy right there. Anyhow, taking a look around the map right now, we will see more towards the center, kind of off on the right. We have more Manticore barrages going on like crazy right now. The Lord General, by the way, is totally active in all of his glory right now, fighting it out here with BC's Chaos Lord, who is fully upgraded as well with Lightning Claws. Terminator with Lightning Claws charging at you is nothing you ever want to see. He was able to wreck that Apothecary, but the Apothecary pops right back up. I believe that was the ability Laraman's Blessing, which basically resurrects allied heroes on the battlefield. You can see that these Noise Marines just north of the battle kind of zipping away with that that wild purple shot of huge range, just spraying suppressing fire everywhere. But check it out, the community is up right now, 3 victory points to 0, and so they are holding on tight right now. You can see that this Devastator Plasma Squad is set up, and the fact that it has that buff right now from the Librarian means that they can set up instantly, just kind of moving all over the place. So that's looking quite awesome indeed. Tactical Marines by Tasker just south of us right now are just kind of holding on, but I gotta say, I think the community might have this here. You can see that this Devastator Plasma Squad moving on out, and here we have a nice counterattack just to the right of that. BC coming out on the field with his own Noise Marines right now, hoping to take control of the situation. Wow! Oh God, I love the way that Noise Marine shot looks. It's got some excellent sound effects there. So props to whoever at Relic designs those sound effects, because that's one of my favorites, I think, so far in this expansion. Manticore shot, however, landing right on top of BC's Noise Marines, just kind of ruining that. Or could that have been, I think that was a Manticore shot, but it's hard to tell. Just north of that, you can see that there is a Stormtrooper squad out right now, upgraded with an Assault Kit, which basically gives them hot-shot las guns. Basically does a ton of damage right now. You know, increases their damage range, and they take extra damage. So those guys are out there right now. They are really, really brutal. A lot of fighting going on in the north here, but still, it is 2-0 right now. The community is leading right now, 309 points to 186 to Relic. We'll have to see what's going to go on here. StefanHaines' Ogryn squad is now moving on out, doing some serious damage. I'm going to follow these Ogrins up through the middle right now as they are, taking out, it looks like just kind of wrecking away at this this poor little Chaos Heretic squad, taking out their aspiring champion. I think that that one remaining Heretic blew up his friend in order to kind of blast people away right now. And we'll have to see what's coming out right now. We do have another Manticore. And, looking towards the center of the map right now, we will see that Tasker has an Imperial Dreadnought out right now. This Dreadnought is just kind of rocking away. Oh, you can see him spraying down everybody with that Assault Cannon ability, just kind of using that as kind of a pseudo AoE. It has an arc of fire that just sprays across the battlefield. And, man, these Ogrins are just charging on it. We have awesome, awesome battles going on right now. Basically, every unit just getting used like crazy. You can see Devastator Marines here having trouble because they are set up right where the Manticore is firing down upon them, wrecking them, even knocking back his own Ogrins. But that's okay for the time being. And oh my God, looks like Caeltos has been saving his pennies. And we do have, by the way, we do have a great unclean one coming out of him. We'll have to see that. But in the meanwhile, I'm watching ITSSEXYTIME's Dreadnought slug it out with the Dreadnought from Tasker. ITSSEXYTIME's Dreadnought just doing its thing right now, chasing them around. But, oh man, great unclean one is a greater demon from the Chaos Army. We're going to see a big, disgusting, humongous demon come out on the battlefield in a moment, and that is going to be awesome. Let's check it out, and it looks like we have double Manticores on the field, or at least about to be on the field for StefanHaines, and I am checking out this great unclean one right now. Oh my God, look at this guy. He has got some serious back problems, definitely has a few skin issues, and I think it is not the healthiest thing to have your intestines on the outside of your body. But either way, this guy does not care. He has all sorts of disgusting abilities, and I'm sure we'll see them get used pretty soon, especially with all of these Manticores providing supporting fire. That is just ridiculous. Manticores firing all the way at the northern side of the map right now, trying to take out StefanHaines' pesky Guardsman squad. Wow, really doing a good job taking out pesky StefanHaines' Northern Guardsman squad, killing the entire squad with one Manticore barrage. Oh my God, that was ridiculous. Moving back to the center of the map right now, I am following around this great unclean one. I just want to see this guy. Huge, nasty, rotting demon with a gigantic sword. This is basically the biggest unit out there for the Chaos Army. He can vomit, do all sorts of awesome, disgusting things. Here he goes, waddling on into combat right now. looks like winding up for a huge vomit. Oh, just spewing everywhere, but it looks like Tasker saw that one coming, kind of telegraphed it a little bit, and moved his troops out of the way. Meanwhile, the Dreadnought on the south is taking a hell of a lot of damage right now, backing away just a little bit. Huge heavy ordnance being fired back and forth by everybody. Score currently 263 with the community, 162 for Relic. Score is tied 1-1 at the moment. Nice looking assault here, but once again, Manticore barrage coming down on top of all of Tasker's units, right in the kind of in the southern middle area. Looks like he retreated just in time, but man, this it looks like this poor Dreadnought by HarlequinCasts taking a lot of damage here from the Devastators. Devastators are really great in this kind of situation because when they hit, their shots are slow and hard hitting, and they knock back like crazy. So really good in these big team fights. Oh, we just saw a wonderful Devastator shot from HarlequinCasts, just kind of wrecking into what looked like the Chaos Heretics over there. Let me take a look up in the northern part of the map right now. We can see the Great Unclean One stomping around, trying to solidify his control over this position. It looks like the Chaos Lord is just using his the Galaxy Burn ability. I forget what the hell that's called right off the top of my head right now. Let the Galaxy Burn, I think is what it is, chasing away a bunch of Chaos Heretics. And for the meantime, this Great Unclean One just kind of waddling his way on over to the right-hand side of the map. A little bit of fighting going on here. Great Unclean One definitely not happy looking at these stormtroopers. Oh, there he goes, firing out his guts, ripping away the Commissar Lord, picking him out, wanting to be able to just fight directly at that one unit, much like the Flesh Hooks ability that the Lictor Alpha has for the Tyranid players. Let's take a look and see where that guy's going right now with his big guts. But for the time being, you can see that BC is just slashing away at everything with his Chaos Lord, although he is soon to be beset upon by the Great Unclean One. And BC himself is now building a Chaos Predator as well, that awesome-looking tank that we saw from the end of the last 1-versus-1 show match between Caeltos and Relic. So, if you guys are just tuning in, this is an epic show match here. This is a 3-versus-3 game between Relic's own balance testers and some of the members of the community from our tournament earlier today. And things are looking pretty good here. So, still tied. 212 points right now to 162 for Relic. Great Unclean One waddling around in the middle of the map right now. It looks like the Lord General has been upgraded with Melt-A-Gun, so he's kind of hanging out. And we're moving way into late game technology right now. So now everything is going to be all about huge vehicles, wrecking infantry, lots of anti-vehicle abilities, that sort of thing. So perhaps a giant vomit coming out of the Great Unclean One. Yes, it was. And once again, StefanHaines knows better than to stand around for that. Oh, God, shooting his guts out once again, ripping a model out and chopping it apart at his feet. Great Unclean One right now taking a lot of damage, although it's hard to tell because even when he's really healthy, he looks like he's already taken quite a lot of damage. Fighting still over the base. I'm going to move just to the north in the middle of the map a little bit here. We've got a little bit of fighting going on right now. These Stormtroopers, again, with their hot-shot las guns, are just kind of firing away right now, doing a lot of damage to that Psyker, who's just kind of sprinting home. And just north of that, even more, we have a Manticore barrage going off right now. So Tactical Marines for its sexy time, going to have to go on the retreat. And a little bit of Chaos Space Marines and Chaos Lord kind of moving on up to the top of the map right now. So, what does it look like right now? It looks like we've got a bunch of Ogrins right now who are covering their backs with the Manticore barrage. No! Manticore barrage coming in for StefanHaines, kind of wrecking into Banana Phone, who is going to have to retreat for the time being. These Ogres taking a lot of damage, and oh, here we have it! Right now, we've got the Chaos Predator on the battlefield with the upgraded twin-linked las cannons. This guy is out for blood right now. He definitely wants to wreck some vehicles, wreck some great Unclean Ones. So we got just chaos going everywhere, and by that I mean actually literal chaos. We've got fighting happening all over the place. Looks like this Chaos Predator is getting a nice-looking flank right now on the Dreadnought by its sexy time, firing into it twin las cannons, but also the long bomb shot from the Devastator Plasma Cannon Squad, doing some serious damage to that as well. Man, lots of big, huge anti-vehicle shots right now. It's sexy time losing his Dreadnought, and it looks like that Chaos Predator just barely able to get out of there, taking a hell of a lot of damage, but he's going to live to see another day. And we have a Predator out right now for its sexy time. So we've got Predator versus Chaos Predator, both of them upgraded with the las cannons, and just kind of slugging away at one another. So taking a look right now at the Great Unclean One, kind of waddling his way in. Again, they're getting really close to their opponent's bases right now, kind of trapping Tasker into his own base at the time being. So Caeltos is definitely in charge of the scene, at least at this point in the map right now. However, the same cannot be said for the rest of the map, which is basically being owned right now by Relic players. It is right now. Ooh, Manticore barrages. Basically, Manticore barraging Tasker in his own base. Oh my God, poor Tasker is just getting destroyed in his own base by Manticore barrages. That is definitely not happy at all. He's trying his best to kind of fire away here, but boy, that is some tough stuff right there. So, taking a look around the map, though, you can see on the very, very northern side, StefanHaines being sneaky as ever. His Commissar Lord is continuing to cap points all over the map. It's very important in these kind of games to do that. Boy, but let's take an inventory of players. We've got a dead Chaos Lord in the center of the map. We've got a dead Apothecary for Tasker. So it looks like the Commissar is the only hero out there right now. And we have a great unclean one right now. Oh, just smashing the ground, knocking back all of these Ogres, doing some serious damage. But the Chaos Predator is out there right now, firing away at them. The great unclean one has got to be careful. Oh, taking a laser shot to the back there. He's got to move on in. Big fatty here. Just charging around out there. And we have a Manticore barrage, just Manticore barrages everywhere right now, doing tons of damage. And a little bit of puke there. You know, just add a little bit of puke in there too, why not? Meanwhile, out here we do have a whole bunch of... I see a Terminator squad out on the battlefield just north of the middle. I went ahead and checked those guys out. We do have a late game Terminator squad for It's Sexy Time. He's moving on up with the Salt Cannons. And by the way, it's worth noting, just because I haven't been able to keep track of everybody's units, that Caeltos has swapped it up to double Plague Marines. So Plague Marines have a nice rocket launcher, very effective against vehicles. So again, the name of the game, late game, is taking out vehicles apparently. So Caeltos just continuing to stand right in front of Tasker's base and try and keep the pressure on the Relic devs. And by the way, poor StefanHaines' Commissar Lord way up in the north died. I didn't even see what happened to him, but he is definitely dead, perhaps taken out by a Manticore barrage. And it looks like with the 3 cap in place, the community has won the 3 versus 3 game, and we have Relic devs right now giving a GG. Manticore barrages happening everywhere. The points are ticking down, 27 points on the clock. Good game is certainly imminent. Oh, we had a nice bombing run just kind of fly right by there, just to kind of get rid of Caeltos' guys right there. And a second pass there as well, doing a ton of damage to the map. Manticore barrage is coming in, but I think they know what's going on right now. Banana Phone right now is finishing up Baneblade. Oh, but he just started building it, so we will never see that. That's probably one of the biggest tanks in the game, by the way. Woo! So I hope you guys enjoyed that game. The Relic devs versus the community. Community wins. Good game there.